The integrated curriculum is really the centerpiece and the hallmark of the Yale School of Management's MBA program. Really, if you look around and you look at most MBA programs, you'll see that they have very similar core curricula, usually oriented around functions. So you'll see courses in marketing and strategy, accounting, the other sort of functions that you would typically find in an organization. And that made a lot of sense when these curricula were designed, which was typically in the 1970s. At that point, career was usually you would enter an organization in one of those functions, maybe in marketing, and you would progress up until you gradually reached a stage in your career, maybe 15, 20 years in, when you would have exposure to other parts of the organization. But really, the nature of careers has changed dramatically. That's true partially because even people that are going into traditional organizations are more likely to have some type of rotational program where they move from one function to another. It's particularly true in things like consulting, where students are often, as soon as they graduate, finding themselves encountering complex problems that involve all aspects of the organization. And it's particularly true in those who also may be interested in an entrepreneurial career, where they go into a small firm and they find themselves needing to play many roles from day one. So the integrated curriculum has really been designed to try to prepare students for those types of challenges. And it does so by not just teaching the functions, but also looking at a very early stage how those functions connect to one another. And the way that we've done that is thinking about courses in terms of perspectives. So we think about the types of roles that an individual might take. One of the courses, for example, is sourcing and managing funds. So if you're in a position where you need to think about raising funds, what are all the types of issues that might come up, whether it's accounting, finance, operations, strategy, that might relate to that actual role. And we use that as sort of functioning principle for learning how to integrate the different pieces of the organization. We hope that prepares students better for the types of roles that they enter in organizations as they leave the School of Management. But really, the integrated curriculum is more than just about the perspectives courses. It's a philosophy in terms of how we're approaching education. So integration here means not just integrations across functions, it also means integrations, in this case, across the university. The Yale School of Management, relative to most business schools, has an unusually strong connection to the rest of Yale University. A number of students from the rest of the university take courses at the School of Management, and most of our students at some point in their 2 years here take courses in the rest of the university, some in one of their areas of interest. It increasingly also means that the School of Management is integrated in the world. One of the recent developments at the School of Management has been the launching of the Global Network for Advanced Management, in which Yale has partnered with dozens of other schools around the world, and those schools are now interacting with us in multiple ways. They are sending their students to the School of Management to take courses along with our students, which helps to add an international flavor to the classroom. They bring their own perspectives and context to the classes, and those help to inform the discussion. And also, our students go out to the partner schools and learn more about how business works in those countries. So really, the integrated curriculum is a bit of a philosophy in how Yale thinks about management education.